Last night, the Super Bowl happened, and with that, we got 6 new trailers. So I'm going to rank all 6 Super Bowl trailers from the worst to the best to me. Hi, my name is Nathan, and I talk about a bunch of movies on this channel. If you're new here, down below in the comment section, share your ranking of the 6 Super Bowl trailers over on my channel. I have more content like this. Check those out right now. And with that said, let's just get straight into the ranking. In last place for me is Wicked, and I'm going to be completely honest when it comes to this ranking. This one probably didn't get the best benefit. It is only a 1-minute teaser, and so it probably didn't get the best benefit out of all of these full-length trailers. But if I were to be honest, this is the one that gave me the least excitement out of all of them, and it's still the one that I'm least excited for. And that's simply because it is based off of a Broadway musical that I'm sure a bunch of you guys love, but I've never seen that Broadway musical. It's also a story about the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz. It's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. And I that immediately just doesn't really interest me. I had never seen The Wizard of Oz until just a few months ago. That was when I first watched the movie to find out why it was considered a classic. And for me, I could respect it more than I could actually enjoy it. Am I ever going to sit down and rewatch The Wizard of Oz? Highly unlikely. So, when there's a new trailer for a new Wizard of Oz franchise movie, it doesn't interest me all that much. And I was never really asking for a movie about the Wicked Witch of the West that's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. In which case, this trailer, to me, it was just kind of like stuff in the Wizard of Oz universe. It's just kind of like the scenery all here and there, but what else? Okay, it was that 1 minute of seeing stuff in the Wizard of Oz, and that was about it for me. It didn't really do anything to excite me. Number 5, A Quiet Place Day 1, and now going into 2024, A Quiet Place Day 1, I listed down as one of my most anticipated movies of the entire year, and we got our trailer for it a couple days before the Super Bowl happened, and I don't know, it just didn't really do it for me. Part of that was because, like, at the beginning of the year, I was just merely excited for a new movie in the A Quiet Place franchise because I'm a big fan of what they did with the first 2 films. This one, however, is set during day 1, and what the trailer instead made me realize is that the fact that it is set on day 1 of A Quiet Place, then all the human characters won't know what makes the aliens tick, how to survive them. And one of the big set pieces that they show in this trailer is the big New York thing where the aliens are crashing for the first time and they're just massacring everybody. And I feel like that's going to be the entire movie, since it is day 1. Most of the movie is going to be like an action sci-fi movie rather than a horror film. And that's not really what I want for this franchise. So, putting it all together, am I excited for this movie? Yeah, I'm still excited for this movie. I will still watch it. New film in the Quiet Place franchise. But I just don't know the particular direction that I see with them doing it in a part 1 setting. And all this trailer did was make me a little bit more aware that it's set during day 1. So it's probably just not going to be the same. It's not going to be as thrilling. And so this trailer sold out a bunch of big, gigantic action sequences, but that's not really what I liked about this franchise, and so this trailer just didn't really do it for me. Number 4, Twisters, and to be clear, for me, there's a pretty big jump from A Quiet Place Day 1 to Twisters, and the reason I put this one higher is because I went into this trailer wanting to see a bunch of disaster action, and I wanted to be sold on this survival movie trying to destroy some tornadoes, and that's what I got out of this. I am aware this is a sequel to a film back then that came out called Twister, and I have not seen that movie since I was 5 years old. And so I don't remember anything about it. I have vague memories of them throwing a truck with a bunch of tiny probes into a tornado. I have vague memories of that happening at the end. But other than that, I don't really remember much about this film. And so, when you have Twisters, this is a sequel to that movie. It has Glenn Powell in the lead. And this trailer did sell me on disaster survival movie about trying to stop tornadoes. There are also several shots of trucks and little probe things that I remember from the first film, even though I don't remember what that was about. Which I saw the first film on a cruise ship at 5 years old. Like that's the context in which I saw the first film. And so, just going in with those expectations, this trailer did sell me. Like, it gave out a bunch of disaster action sequences. It seems like it's going to be a tense and maybe even a dumb fun movie. I don't know what the tone they're going for is, but I'm looking forward to checking this out, especially since the original Twister is one of the first movies I remember watching, and so I'm excited to check this film out. Kicking off our top 3 is going to be Knuckles. Now, I have no idea if this is a hot take or not, but I am a big, gigantic fan of the first 2 Sonic movies. I thoroughly enjoy both of those movies. They're just very fun, solid adventure movies where you're just having so much fun. And so bringing in, having a Knuckles TV show, I'm still not sure if I'm quite on board with that yet, but I do know that in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Knuckles was one of the standouts, and so this trailer has Knuckles going off on his own quest for adventure, and it sold me on it. Like, to be honest with you, like, it seems like a fun children's adventure, just like the first 2 Sonics, and bringing in Knuckles, and that just changes the dynamics of things. I feel like there's something new you could do with that. Not having Robotnik as the villain, there's something interesting that you could do with that, because Knuckles is funny in different ways than Sonic is funny, and so this trailer, it has a bunch of cool, if you would even call them action sequences, but it has some cool action sequences, it looks like, and it just looks like a fun adventure. I don't know that this is going to be as good as the first 2 Sonic movies, but I am looking forward to this film nonetheless, and as somebody that really enjoys the first 2 Sonic films, this trailer absolutely did give me the vibe of the first 2 Sonic films, while also having Knuckles in the lead. That's fun and interesting, and so this trailer sold me, and I think this is a very good trailer, and I'm excited for this show. Our runner-up is going to be Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, going into 2024, this was one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and I would still say it is way up there in one of my most anticipated of the year. This new look at the film really gave out more stuff, and it, more importantly, it captured the charm of that trilogy that went from Rise of the Planet of the Apes to War for the Planet of the Apes. And so this is about like apes discriminating against like humans and then trying to protect a human. Quite similar plot beats to films earlier in this franchise, but that does not change the fact that I am very, very looking forward to seeing this film. This trailer gave out a bunch of big, gigantic sequences. The visuals look great in it, and there's not really much more to say about this trailer. It just did its job, and it excited me for this film. It's still one of my most anticipated of the year. It's one that I will safely think is going to be very, very good. And so, as good as I think that this trailer is, and as well as the Knuckles trailer and the Twisters trailer, as good as I think those trailers are, I feel like every one of these trailers, every Super Bowl trailer, has been overlooked by one particular trailer, the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. Now, there's not really much that hasn't been said about this trailer already. This is an awesome, awesome trailer, and it excited everyone about this film, This is the trailer that had the most views during the Super Bowl. This is the trailer everybody was anticipating during the Super Bowl. And it absolutely lived up to the hype. Now, everybody was already excited for Deadpool in the MCU with Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine. Everybody was already excited for that. And this trailer definitely sold it. It kicks off and the TVA are right there in front of Wade Wilson's door. And they arrest him. And it sells the fact that he is a hero among heroes, as in he's actually among the MCU heroes. It gives out a bunch of really cool gore and action sequences where you have like him fighting in front of the 20th Century Fox logo. Very, very meta. And that's kind of everything you want from here. And it has that little tease of Wolverine at the end. And I feel like this trailer was the one trailer that everybody was actually excited for. The one trailer that people were talking about the most. The trailer that everybody wanted to see the second it dropped. And I was lucky enough to watch it literally 40 seconds after it dropped. And yeah, this is a fantastic trailer because of all the hype behind it. And maybe that might have caused an issue with the other trailers because this is the most memorable of the trailers. This is the one that was the most viewed. This one overlooks all of them. This is the trailer everybody talks about. And some of the other trailers I really enjoy. But since this is the one that everybody is talking about, the one that excited me the most for the movie, the one that could potentially save the MCU, and the one that just gave out everything that I wanted, this trailer is easily my favorite Super Bowl trailer. There you have it. That's my ranking of all 6 Super Bowl trailers. Down below in the comment section, share your ranking. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to check out my other videos. I have more rankings just like this. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end, and I will see you in the next one.